and we are going to invite a couple of diamond distributors you love very much, and I admire them very much. They just turned 25 years in Omnilife. They just opened a spectacular business center in Costa Rica. They are leading a beautiful organization, a beautiful family. They promote and they know how to use both lines. The truth is, they are people who have transcended. We welcome them today. We welcome Christian Rodriguez and Inés Zumbado. How are we doing? Hello, Diego. Good afternoon. How are you doing? What's up? Hello. Pura vida. There were. I am in Costa Rica. Inés is in New York. How do you like that? That's the Omnilife life. I am in Guadalajara and Guadalupe as well. Welcome, welcome, guys. Before starting with you, I want to tell the people to send us many questions in Omnilife TV about the things Inés and Ricardo will share, because at the end we will have a Q&A session. So please, via Omnilife TV, send your questions. Don't say there's no problem in Colombia. Please, the things we already discussed. Things that have to do with recruiting, things that have to do with questions you have when you sign people up, those people, to make them connect with you, to learn Omnilife's values. Christian, Inés, the truth is that in 2020, we had a recruiting boom in the company. Guadalupe won't let me lie. I don't know if it is more than 50,000 a month, yes, and digital was incredible how people start to sign up. And the truth is that we have this thing, what can we do for those people who don't know a DC, who haven't been in an event, who can't leave home? What can we do for these people to connect with the company's values, for them to understand what Omnilife is, to start changing their lives? Not only seeing us as a catalog sales company to send out links and 3 months later or a month later they leave, but for them to find in this company a transformation for their lives with the stories we have shared. I think today's challenge is that, and I know you will help us a lot. And I'm sure Guadalupe has something to say, but I'm sure you will clear many doubts for the people who come to Omnilife to stay here to change their lives. Guadalupe. Yes, go ahead, Guadalupe. Yes, Christian, Inés, I'm very pleased for seeing you again. As Diego said, you are a couple who have changed, who has evolved. Here you made your family, 25, 6 years, married, 25 in Omnilife. So this experience you develop in your life as students, college students, starting with retailing, recruiting, there are many things you can share with us. I'm sure this is going to be an extraordinary venue with many questions for the distributors who are watching us. Okay, go ahead. Yes. I leave the floor to Inés to tell you how we started, how we learned the process recruiting, because at the beginning we started with consumption. Well, good afternoon, Diego. It is so nice. Do I have echo? No, we hear you right. Wonderful. It is a pleasure, Guadalupe. Nice to see you, the fact of being here. We are very happy for this. And as you said, what's this step, this going beyond this process? Very easy to say, 25 years in the company, 26 married. But this has been a wonderful process, because when the company came to us, we still feel young, but we were even younger, studying a master's degree at night, during daytime working, we had our jobs. The product as to us, we started to take it, not very convinced, but we realized that we start to feel better with more energy. And we use our free time to understand that you needed to sign people up. When we took that step to sign people up, it took me a month. But knowing this was an international company in less countries at that time, and I said, we can go beyond, we can go to many places. And I also wanted to work in a multinational company. When we started to do the business, I felt fresh money in my pocket, and I've never said no to work. I had many questions for the business, but still being able to question every time I've got an answer, I liked it. I said, this is not possible. Why? Because I came from this model of being an employee, working 40 hours a week, being told what to do, but my dreams were too big, just like Christians. When when I feel money in my pocket, and on top of that, I understand that I can sign people up. That was very interesting because I said, this can be a lever. I can multiply my time, and I can tell you there's something very important. You can have many bots, but if your attitude is what you want to activate, a positive attitude, that's what characterized us, actually, because working and standing there was not time. But we wanted to get ahead. That made a difference in 6 times a month. Doing what I just told you, I was doubling my salary. We were creating an organization. Among them, you had relatives, friends, acquaintances, and I told them, it is said that you can do a lot here. This is what I'm doing. I'm getting more. I don't know what you think. And that's how we started. And I can also tell you that it was very interesting how investing, little by little, I'm saying, these famous 5 steps, as Hector said in the last time. They're well known, but still you need to implement them. We did not knowing they were the 5 steps. And that was step of step selling, signing people up, then showing, and then training to train during this, doing, investing in an event, how things open in my mind. If you want to do the business, I invite you to go to Guadalajara in September, because this is an eye opener. That's when I quit my job. Christian with his relatives in Guatemala. We quit. I went to Guatemala and started a business in Guatemala. And those people keep growing. This organization is talking of 24 years. I love this. Christian, can you tell them how the process was? It wasn't easy. It was not overnight. We started to see this millionaire's business, and we felt it, always working very hard with a good direction. Tell them, Chris, how was this going to another country, to another world after you jumped in? Well, it took me 2 years to believe this was an opportunity, to understand the network, to bet on something. I thought I don't want to jump into a pool without water. If I leave my profession, it's going to be for something I'm sure of. So it took me some time to investigate, to analyze, to understand the process. What I can tell you is that this will happen with your network, and this will happen to the new ones. And it's part of the answers I have to give to Diego's question. You fall in love with the company, the values, the ethics, the righteousness, the honesty, the transparency, the openness. And when we asked questions, the answers were so clear, and I said, okay, I quit my job. When I quit and I joined Ines, she was silver at that time. The decision was, let's sign people in every country. Let's grow. We will grow, because this is where we'll get the house, the automobiles. We have nothing. And I quit to become a diamond. I understood the process. I had to go through that. I had to recruit many people I had to grow the network I had. I can tell you that we never thought, yes, we imagine many things, but today's reality is much bigger than what we would imagine when we made the decisions. Learn from Sir Him Questorina Walter came, but before that there was much expertise. So we had to go to Guadalajara. We always so we had to go. We went to Veracruz. We need to go to learn to come to teach because if I don't master it and I don't know, I cannot teach, then this won't grow. We started to grasp concept on how to have a network, things we never thought because we were not educated on these things like, for example, you need to put this product in every cupboard and in every makeup bag. When you look at this, having more people using the products, I mean, this is beauty with health, not at the expense of health. Retail, at retailing, I do this with my customers. What customer said is I leverage this with many people. So doing this, contaminating, passing this on to one person, then making this 1,000, 10,000, 1,000,000 people. You have organizations with 1,000,000 people. That's the vision, the work you need to do, and you need to start doing it. I think effective recruiting starts with the attitude you use to approach the business, what you sell to the people, and I want Ines to talk about the clear vision and the position. Yes, something very important is that when I quit my job as well as Christian, we didn't quit to see if this worked. I was so clear the company worked, that the products were wonderful, that they worked because we tested already. And this, we had this vision, I'm going to be in this in a professional level. I won't see whether this it works or not. I am going to be serious on this. This is going to be my career, my life in the company. Why? Because even though we knew Jorge Vergara gave us this confidence on what's going to happen, and most importantly, what was happening, it was just getting this and this clear idea you need to have on the video. You need to ask yourself, what do I want from the company? How do I want to live, to make a living out of Omnilife, from Omnilife, with Omnilife, because this is going to be the perfect match you're going to have with the company. And obviously, I want to travel all over the world. I want to have a house, but also what I want to give out. How do I want to give out? I need to sell. I understood I had to sell, and I was doing it. Sales were giving me to pay college. I don't have to pay university. Let me share with you, I quit. It took me one more year working in Afterlife, going at the university at night. So excuses are there to be broken, and I pay the loan for thanks to this. But I also understood that I didn't want to sell. I wanted more when I understood what having an organization was, and growing big times. It was check, commissions, becoming a diamond. If the career is being a diamond, that's your goal. That's what I did. This clear view of things, that's what you need, having this attitude. You're not going to beg people. They're not going to do you a favor by. On the opposite, you're doing the favor, giving them help. They're going to change their life as, and if you're new, like the colleagues who have changed our lives, it is very important to have an attitude. At a personal level, I love this because I came here for $3,000 25 years ago. I said, 3 years, I want to make $3,000 in this company. We will have heard people is much faster. So I'm telling you, what if you spend 1 year, 4 or 5 years of your life less, but start with the $10,000 goal, or at least that's very important. Obviously, from here, I need to double it to multiply this very easily. These words match, duplicate what I said, how I pass this on, because from here, many people will multiply what I'm doing. When I understood that 1 plus 1 is 2, as in math, 1 plus 1 in Omnilife has nothing is exponential. That's very important, because that's why you need to teach. Many people get tired just by beginning, but they don't get tired going to the office for many years for the same salary. Part of what to do is attracting people, as you're doing right now, because you will do it in a very easy way. You will be doing it in some that you can replicate, and this way you will be attracting, you will be passing this on to people with your lifestyle. Why with its lifestyle? First of all, because of your health, because even if you start with beauty, your skin will show. What can I say? You will reflect that. Your results will be obvious and unavoidable. If it's somebody without energy, you will have a cocktail products. If you have to do this 3 or 4 times a day, take them, because you need to load the volume, and your results will make inevitable for people to ask for the product. You will, and from here we go to another thing, talking about recruiting, how you will give your testimonial, your story. Jorge said we had to be storytellers. Yes, I don't know how to talk. Don't worry, you will get the skill. As long as you take product, we will become storytellers, not only mine, but everybody's. Today we have a lot of people who have changed their lives in wonderful ways. Our friend from Brazil, Lex, it is impressive to see how his life changed. And obviously, this must be from a joyful part. You have to be fast, shocking. You need to talk with your phone, because, as we said, you cannot give a sorry testimonial. We all have things that they may not be married, but there's a reason for them. We need to pass this on in a happy way, to touch hearts. You don't have to lie. Just give a reality, because these will attract people. So how to present the business for me? Something, somebody who is a magician to show this, Christian. That's why we're a team. Can you tell them how we present the business? You, because each has her own personality. We are very different, but we are a team, and we are very respectful to each other. Why don't you tell them, Chris? Let's continue with the keys to effective recruiting. I need to recruit. I think that having a network is sowing or harvesting. I need to prepare the soil and throw seeds. The more seeds I have, more possibilities to grow a plantation, and then to get income from that plantation. I need how to present the seed in a setting, telling my story, but I need to present the business to people, and we can do this in the one-to-one, online now via WhatsApp video, any platform. But something we need to know is how to present the business. It is like laying a brick. If I know how to do this, and then I lay another brick and another brick, soon I will have a building. But the key is, for this, you have a thousand opportunities, opportunity meeting, business meeting. We need to learn how to make people to know. And something very interesting today, I've heard of a wonderful tool from Memo Guadalupe, this table where somebody sees the profits. For example, when I recruit and I present the business, I try to show these figures. Why? Because somebody has money in the bank after a long year. You will get 4% at most from that money. But if you get 40% until once, you get a 56% return on investment at a single time. And if you sell again, imagine you have an exponential growth. Those are the things I can present in a business meeting. Today, we won't talk about present the business. We will hear this along the marathon, but another important key is if I know how to present the business, if I know how to invite people to listen to the opportunity in a Zoom meeting, on a physical meeting, a lunch with somebody, breakfast with somebody, on a one-to-one, now I need to systematize. What's the meaning of this? You don't do it once. You did in an order, in a repetition, because that recruiting must be done. So we try to maintain always a recruiting goal, self-imposed, and I recommend it from the bottom of my heart. It's not to say, let's see how many I get this month, to say at the beginning of the month, this month I will get 20 or 8 or whatever number you want, because the more you recruit, the more opportunities to find those hidden masks, those hidden diamonds, but you need to remove the mask to recognize them, because you invite them. So see how interesting this is. This is how I see it. If I said to sign up 8 people a month, 8, you said for many that might be a lot. For others, that's very little. It doesn't matter. We're all moving forward. Today, I need to make a decision. This is a recommendation to look for a number. If I picked 8 and I divided them into 4 weeks, I need 2 per week. In 7 days to sign up to is 1 every 3 days. So my responsibility, my work is to make enough business presentations, enough invitations, enough calls to present the business, to get 1 every 3 days. And in this way, it's very little. Therefore, if I intensify laying bricks, the sooner I will have a wall and then a building. So it is a big recommendation for a monthly goal. Ines, knowing that we are laying these bricks one by one and we're growing this, it has to be solid. Now, what are the tools the company is giving me for me in Isumbado to do the business? Get ready, because you have everything. The table is set. As Christian said, we are sowing. Okay, we have the seed in fertile land. You need to put fertilizer and water. We have for these physical kits in some countries, we have the opportunity of having the kit to have physical events. In most of our countries, we have the digital side. You know how to do it, but very important, you need to practice the process on signing up. It is very important for the company. In this moment, I'm just enjoying. You have pricing lists, bank account numbers, what are the companies that deliver, free delivery for the kit. Everything is ready. And you find all this in the Omnilife platform. It is impressive because back in the day, everything is telephone, find out. You had to invest in an international phone call to do that. Today you have everything on the table. One and a thing you love is, one of the tools is this. You have on the palm of your hand the world with the Mi Omninegocio. Here you have people will land in your website, they will sign up and they will buy with your code. But watch this, you need to learn how to get that link. So it is very important to practice. I know others will talk about this, but still, The tools are ready. Everything is set for you to sign up many people. And as Chris said, set a goal. The sky's the limit. We need to be shocking and to have purchase and repurchase. What else can we say? How can I get these signups? First, from your contact list, that hot list. I don't know what's the name you want to use. I call it pen and pencil, and let's look at the cell phone because this millionaire's business comes from passing this on to people you don't know, and you need to write it down to see this path to see where you're going to call. Obviously, with everything you can use social media, using the code of ethics of the company because we need to be fair. We need to be completely ethical. Why? To double this. And once you have the tools, once you have social media, I love it when people say, I know nobody. What do you mean? You don't know, but you have millions of people you can access. You're going to invest instead of paying the bus fare or going here there. You're going to post in social media where you have millions of people at your reach. What another other tool? Just open a Zoom room, and if you don't want to invest in a room for 50, 100 people, be efficient because you have 45 free minutes from the app. You can do it in 20, two meetings at the same time, so you're going to be concise, direct, but with a guideline, with a map. And now we have the important part. I saw some the plants are growing, so I don't know. This idea of opening a business, okay? I'm going to open my business. I'm going to wear the business in my hair. Okay, she's a Seitu girl. She's doing Omnilife as Patiman Royce. It's part of her nature being connected because that's where going to be projects. And so it is very important that you write the process. This system the company has for you, Jorge got always invited us not to a trip. The trip was the icing of the cake. But your effort, your breaking with fears, your growth, and above all, what are you going to take when you get, are you going to get at the end of the trip? Your organization grows. That's what happened my first trip in the 1988. I grew, I went to the trip, I went with Christian. I came back after a wonderful vacation to through Europe, the Greek islands. My check grew. It was indispensable. So that's the important part. You realize you have every tool to offer this company that is giving you everything. You just need to want it. Christian, what else can you tell us in this sowing, this growing of these seeds?
Well, Diego was telling us, this is a big responsibility to be available to and to have these tools so people can accomplish their objectives. But it's also a privilege. It's a satisfaction, a big satisfaction, what you are doing, to have the patience to teach people and to develop these people. And because again, with those seeds, if I can seed corn in 15 days, I will not have the crop. It's a process. I need to understand. Signing is one thing, but now is teach, to form the people. So with the tools, we can speed up this process. So once you enroll people, well, there's an emotion, as Patty mentioned. Those people are in the best moment, and I need to profit from that. So from there, the distributors perform it is an interview, a welcome. Physically or through a virtual appointment. But once you enroll people, well, you tell them, we want to know you, we want to talk with you. And I started chatting with them about our panorama of the business. And then this big question, why did you enroll? What are your needs? What do you want? What did you see in this company? So that's why you are here. That's the point where you start listening to your customers. There will be someone that say, I just want to use the product. And that's perfect. Inés is going to talk more about it. But then there's another. I need I need to buy food. I don't have enough money to provide for my children. I don't like my job. Many reasons. So when we have this amount and we understand what are the dreams of others, the needs of others, then I will have more information. And this is very important. A plan according to what they want. So Inés, what happens if somebody tells you, I'm here just to use the product? Well, to that, we have everything. If somebody asks me, for example, I signed up just for the 20% of the discount. I didn't want the business. So at the end of the day, when you are signing, when somebody says, who's going to sign? Well, if I signed, I didn't want more responsibilities. I want my first 5 products, and that's it. But when I saw the results in my families, I start asking for more things. And if that responsibility, I was a consumer. So when I understood that that oxygen arrived to my purse, everything changed. If you only want to use the product, well, we are going to respect that. So that's why this reason to invite others so their contract or agreement will reactivate is also a good choice. And again, the training for the products, how to use, say, 2 products, the benefits, how can they combine the products and share the information, how to use the creams, the body creams. And if that product or Omnilife product, of course, to know why those products are designed for. I started for Optimus, and that's for the brain. But you know what? It serves for everyone. So that's another topic. Also to have fun in this life. Also to train in the product. This is a simple information. Of course, we are not doctors, we are not nutritionists, but we can recommend a product. Well, where to find out that product is very important. Maybe through maybe someone will like the app, others no. But of course, what we have is the web pages, Purple World. So information, tons of information. And also, we need to talk and recommend the family use. For example, soap to all the bathrooms in your house, shampoos the same, coffee. As Christian mentioned, OmniPlus Gel, we need it. We need it in the car, in the kitchen, and it's there. So what is the type of products that you need at your home? And then also how to purchase. In the web page, you have all the instruction for the purchase system. And also you get trained there. And the 1-800. I live in United States to start the business, and in those times there was no mobile devices. So the number that we used was 1-888-322, and I have like 12, 14 years that I live in Costa Rica, but the number of the US is still on my mind. It was my path, my way for the people uh, to start purchasing. Explain the discount that if they buy a product, yes, you will have the 20%, but how about if you buy 8 products, you will have a higher percentage, and fall in love with the products and to pass from a customer to a distributor. And that's it, that's the path. So even though I only use products, I need a follow-up to understand the results and to be curious to start selling the products. It's like a system that you are accumulating and again teaching, teaching, teaching. I can tell you that using the products, here I have all my distributors, and what is important is to have this information at the hand, very near to you, for future information. And of course, again, the telephone number be very available. So when your customers needs product, they will have your number at the reach. And of course, what else they want? My argument is, if you can fall in love with this company, my blood right now is purple. I'm committed to this company. Testimonies were key. Also, the money in my pocket. And this was wonderful. When somebody has this money, it's wonderful. So that's the part that worked for me. So once you want more than use a product, well, the business is there. Yes, of course. What we want is the people to tell us, yes, I want the business. What I do is to focus the people to results, towards results, a goal, the power of that intention, maybe to grow, to have this income during the first month. And I can tell him or her very specifically their amounts or their figures in the first month in the retail business. And then the compensation plan. We will have another talk about incentives. So if I arrive to focus in a 40% in a bronze supreme, silver premier, so they can obtain the rookie bonuses. If I can focus that people and I explain very clearly what he or she need to do, it's easier to advance. And I want to have this opportunity to invite all of you, somebody, a young a young and spectacular youth, young person, and her name is Setare Katibi. And yesterday, when I have the opportunity to talk with her, we hypnotized. We were impacted of her growth that she has had. And so it's better to present her and to talk more about this recruitment with somebody that in just 1 year and 1 month accomplishes a very solid organization with millionaire incomes. How are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very excited for being with these big stars of this company. I'm shaking right now, but it's an honor for being part of this event and share with all of you. How did I accomplish this? Well, that's why I'm here. There's other ones here to support us. This is our net, and with that we can achieve our dreams. What was your thing? How did you start it with Omnilife? Why 1 year and 1 month you knew this business and started? Well, let me tell you. Since I was little, I love to help others. With that, I study an artistic degree. I'm an actress and I participate in a lot of beauty parlors and concert and competition. But in something that was sustainable for me, check that arrived me every month, well, that was not possible in other days. So with that, I stressed myself, and in just one point, I got sick, and I need to have like a break and to look for to improve my health. And with that, to have a lifestyle and a more natural lifestyle. So for more than 1 year, I did not use makeup, and I learned another lifestyle, more with natural things, because everything that I put in our skin affect us. So I was kind of afraid. So that's why I started to find out more natural products. And with this learn process, with more natural lifestyle, in a year ago, exactly, or more or less a year ago, I reached a point where I was very depressed. I didn't find out a way to be better economically, to feel independently. I live with my parents. Of course, it's not a bad thing, but I wanted to be independent. I'm 34 years old. And for me, well, I was important for me to be independent. And with that, I got depressed. And I I knocked on different doors, but all the doors were closed. So this is like, but I wanted to have like my own tools. So how do I know about the product? Well, I received a phone call for a friend, and he asked me to sing in her wedding, and I couldn't say no. So with that, with my credit card, I flew to Mexico, and and I realized the moisture that is in Mexico. I have a makeup, but it was not working. So in that moment, I asked my cousin, and I was sleeping in her couch. And there I realized very fast that they have a very different lifestyle. Karen King and Jorge Salsa, they invited me. So again, I bought that ticket to be present in that wedding, and my cousin lent me the makeup, and I try it because she said that it was natural, hypoallergenic, free of parabens, and without animal treatment. So because I had a very particular lifestyle, I at the beginning I didn't believe her, so I entered to internet and I could confirm that everything that she said was true, and I tried that makeup and it was there. Yes, I have a very sensitive skin. I can't wear anything, but with this makeup, wow, it was wonderful. So after not using sun protector because a lot of products have these chemicals. I have a lot of spots, but with this new makeup, I so I fall in love with this brand. And my cousin told me, share all this with in the social media. So through my social media, I was helping that. So if you're going to do this, why don't have some income? And I did not think a lot, but I make a test. I start sharing about this product, and people started to ask me about the product. Where is the link? How can we buy the product? And with that, I start learning. And that's why I signed a summary right now for men. I'm creating, or I have more than I imagine, more than $9,000 per month. My sales, my purchase, and my structure in my organization. That's spectacular. In just 1 year, $9,000 per month. Wonderful. But with the perfect tool and with effective recruitment, you are showing that it's possible. Can you tell us, Setare, how is your recruitment process? And once the person sign, how you help those people to grow as a distributor? Well, for me, it's always sharing what is happening to me. Again, all my business is through social media, and I share the social media. So at the end of the day, we have a meeting with Pepe, and what we are selling is happiness. And he put it in a very simple way. So what we are sharing is our lifestyle. So I share my activities, what I'm doing. For example, if you enter in my social media, you will see that I will be part of this marathon, in this business marathon. I'm invited, so always sharing. And if I'm going to have a meeting, I share the process of the makeup and test it. Look, and here you can see my test. So all the time I'm sharing what I'm using, what I'm wearing. One more question. Can you tell or give us another example how you share as a natural way? Because this is wonderful. And you only share the makeup, or you are every day. Every day I organize myself, for example, makeup tutorials or days where I am going to invite people to the business. But yes, I'm share everything. For example, 2 days ago, they give me my new apartment, and I share this event to and saying thanks for say to Omnilife. But for example, if this is my mobile device, if I have I turn on the camera and I enter the live session and I put the link in the description. So somebody can go from the live stream to the WhatsApp. And I have like a title. It can be a business marathon and something else that caught the attention. Business marathon change your life, something like that. I turn on the camera. Hi, family. I need to share you in this right now. I'm in a marathon. I was invited to share how I am growing. So this is a tool that changed my life, and I here is the link where if you want to know more, a little bit, you only do click. Please do it and I will share all the detail how you can do it. I love you, mwah, and that's it. And I can. This is my final look of how I'm makeup, a professional makeup, but this gold bit is perfect. And that's it. I turn off the camera and save it. And it's something that is very natural, very organic, fun. Sometimes it's, if, for example, if I'm doing like my makeup, I can talk about things of life, and people want to know more. Seter, what are you wearing? What is that product? So as Ines said, your skin reflect that, your well-being, you can be very contagious because we have this wonderful product, but at the same time is to be in love, as you say, Christian, to be in love, and that's an energy. And I and the people will tell you, I want what she is wearing. She looks very happy. You mentioned, yes. Well, I love this part because you did this example, because there are some persons that are afraid of this online or live presentation, the duration, because you have enrolled people. But how do you achieve that these people purchase? I knew you in your first video was the Halloween video, and it was wonderful. So it's also that creativity. So how long or how efficient or effective are for your recruitment process? Well, let me tell you, with my team, we have had a training, and of course, it's already saved in a rally. It's a millionaire testimony. We learn how to share our testimony in 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes, and the long version. But what is important is to know how to reach the heart, how to share from the first moment. So the first 30 seconds are the most important one. Because if you turn on your camera and let's wait, no, we're still waiting. No, so on live it will be in your channel. So for example, if somebody enters and see this live video, they will not be as happy as if they are part, for example, a tutorial, something like that. Do something funny. and then you start with your say to products, and while you are applying the product, explain the process. But again, the first 30 seconds are the most important one. And at the same time, for a meeting business, a business or meeting business, I can do it one day. I advise one day or 1 hour before I start, and that's it. And in that hour, they will have the opportunity to know this company. What do I do with those people that already sign or are recruited? Well, I need to follow like a path to understand what works for me. And basically is through as soon as they start or they is enrollment, there is a magic, there is this emotion, but it doesn't last forever. So our job, our responsibility is to give like a present. The present or the gift is the company. So immediately in that same day or in the first 24 hours is an appointment with them through Zoom, because my business is 100% digital. But I organize an appointment and I tell them how to achieve to or how to be wholesalers. So since the first purchase, they can have like a big discount. So they will have these benefits. Number two, how can they train themselves? One thing is to offer training, and the second is they have their own tools, how to be leaders. I show you the schedule, the training schedule, and at the same time, in the YouTube, in Omnilife Oficial, in their channel, and some other channels where we are posting videos about the business. How we use the webpage for their orders, telemarketing, and another app, which is a very good tool to grow our business. And last but not least, is the first purchase. To talk about the importance to know the product, to fall in love with the product, and because if you haven't tried the product, you are like a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson. So the first step was to fall in love and then to share. Before selling, I was sharing and falling in love. And you can do the same. So as soon as that person will have the product, they will know how to say, this will be natural. You will know naturally how to recommend the product, following your experience, not only with the beauty product, but with the nutrition product. Setare, congratulations. I'm sure that Diego already said that he has a lot of questions. So go ahead, Diego. Guadalupe, questions. Well, I want to congratulate her. Setare means star, right? Well, you are a star right now. And you will contagious. So you are energy, you are lights in this in the youngsters, and I love because again I can remember my energy when I started. Thank you for sharing all this information. Wonderful, wonderful, Setare, Christian, Inez. We've learned a way to recruit. Do you have a question, Diego? Can you hear me? No, we cannot hear you. Yes, now we can hear you. Okay, so if you could listen to me, I'm sorry, I just finished. No, don't. So this is a wonderful way. Congratulations, Etare. What she mentioned about her profits. She is gold premier. Imagine when Setare will be diamond or diamond elite, what she's going to, in less than 1 year, this check between retail, more than $9,000. So this is a wonderful. Congratulations, Setare. Also, it's important to tell you this is a way to perform this recruiting. Of course, the physical meetings are very important where you can do how to this opportunity meetings, and this is important. There is a device, okay? So the first question. Setare, you need to sing. That's the first question.
We're
Now,
very serious. You ask me to, and I'll start singing. No, no, no. We'll have a singing marathon later on of singing for a diamonds, and we'll invite everybody to sing. Good. We have some questions people have made. Very quickly, please answer them. First one. If it's very difficult for me to be in touch with my signups, can you tell me what I'm missing? That you sign people up and then they don't answer the phone. This is from Nieto in the chat. What would you answer? I sign people up and these people then I cannot be in touch with them. That was my answer. He needs new signups who want to stay hooked. But I think it is lack of knowing what people needed. If they don't answer back, it's because they didn't get the result they wanted from the beginning. So knowing from the beginning for you to be able to help them in achieving that desire, that dream. So I don't know what do you have, Cristiano and Ines? It is part of the process. There are seeds. You always have seeds that are not ready to germinate. For this reason, it is very important what you see in the first interview. When Ines did, it's very important. You know what they want. Ines mentioned this. Give my number. How can I get in touch with you? What if your cell phone gets lost? I lost contact. We foresee this because something may happen. They get distracted. It's like this turtle that comes out of this egg, and on the way to the beach, many things may happen. And another thing that may happen, not with COVID, another thing that may happen is that that person gets home very excited and gets negative feedback. If during the first interview talk where we get in touch and I tell him, her, my mom, my boss wasn't happy, my friends told me how, you will have people who don't see it. So it is very important for you to listen to the one that gets results, not to the one that doesn't. So the lady gets very excited to home and she's going to live on a trip and the husband doesn't want to and she never answers back, not because of her, but the influencer on her created this false fox, things that somebody thinks differently. There's a fear in somebody and that person wants to pass it on. It has always happened. It will happen that from all the affiliates on leave, and 4 years later you bump into them and they want to sign up with them. Something happened in their lives. It is part of the process. But as long as that person gets information, mailing list, or because that person sees what's going on. We have many cases of distributors that got tired. They came to this limit in their life and they said no more. But the group keeps working. He's part of a WhatsApp group. They see that somebody opened a business center, something happened, somebody won a trip, and they start to think it over. You know what? It is true, and they called you. So be always in good terms, open doors. That person that is asking, a percentage of your contacts will leave and you won't be able to focus them. Setara says, look for others. I agree with her. Christian, you said the first hours are crucial in people's emotion. It is a period of time when a person is very excited. You listen to him, interview him, see what he wants, give him the information, and if he gets what he wants and has the will to start, he will. Thank you very much. Guadalupe, next one. With example you said, we have a question from Maria saying, what to do when you sign somebody up but doesn't go to meetings? I invite her to the meetings. What's your recommendation? I raise my hand. In this case, what will happen is very interesting because everything goes in hand with this first question. What do you really want? But not only what you want, what are you willing to do or to stop doing to achieve your dreams? Very easy. That's it. What are you willing to do? People ask me, not now with the pandemic, and since we went to the US, my daughter is 17, 18 years, 19 years when we went to the US. And there are great places. That's when we started to have conference calls. We moved on as technology moved on. But it was every Monday, our meetings were every Monday, and the people who are willing, you ask me, how Monday meeting? Yes, that's my work, and I'm willing because I know what I want and I know where I'm going to. I'm willing to do things. That's my answer. What are you willing to do to reach your dream? And I want to add something. When a distributor tells me they want to do the business, I tell him what are his responsibilities, and I focus on three. Your responsibility is to buy. If you don't take it, there's nothing. Your responsibility is to train yourself because I have scheduled trainings, but if you don't come, how are you going to get results if it is part of what you have to do and you have to do creciendo? And the third one, action. I can help you, I can train you, I can go, but if you have no guests, if you don't grab the phone and make phone calls, if you don't promote the marathon, if you don't promote, if you don't do your work, you won't get results. So when I tell them this in the first interview, the person is very clear. So it's much easier to say, do you remember you wanted to make $500,000 or $1,000? You are not going to the trainings. What happened? How can I help you? How can I unleash you? What happened? And so you may get an answer, my husband and I, or you know what? But we get an answer, but that person won't go if there's no reason to go. That's why we clarify this from the very beginning when he starts his career as a distributor. One more. Setare. Recruiting, closing. What do you suggest? What's your phrase to close an opportunity, meaning or to get people hooked? Okay, sign in. How do you do your closing? In my case, I didn't have nothing to lose, literally. I was depressed, living with my parents, and that's my closing. Literally, you have nothing to lose. Probably some pounds if you take the product. and there's a lot to win. And you have good company because you have very committed people, so you won't be on your own, because sometimes I feel they don't get in because they are afraid. If I'm honest, I was the same. I felt I was going to start a business not knowing how to do it. That can be intimidating for some people, but once I know I had my sponsors, kind of Jorge, they grabbed me by the hand and they were very patient with me, and then I let the fear go. I can do this, and trial and error. That's how we learn. Sometimes, Christian, for a phrase for a powerful closing and opportunity, and how do you end it? This is how I close. All the guests who listen to me, there are four big ways of making money. Which one is the one you like the most? Retailing, constant. You can start making money right now to pay your debts. The check you will growing, the bonuses in each phase of your growth, or the trips, which are wonderful. Which one of the four out of the four you want? And that's and the answer from the person, if physically, if we're talking of, if it's via Zoom, we allow guests to open their mic to answer. Ines. Actually, we do it as a couple, very similar, but I add everything's ready, everything's set. The decision is up to you. What is stopping you? I think, very good answer. One more. Great. Jenny from the chat is saying, what can I do, or what do I have to say when I'm starting the business and I don't have a prize, a bonus, or how can I pass this on to the people in my organization, or no people, just people? Ines. I love it because I don't forget where I'm coming from. It is how I start a business. So if you don't have income, you don't have a result, probably you started in 2 days before. Let me tell you what will happen. Ines Zumbado came in for $3,000 and today I'm making more. I met Cetera that in 1 year she's making more than $9,000. She was with big debts. Woman, why don't we do it? Let's do it. There's nothing to lose. I think what we said before, we need to learn to tell stories and this vision, where you want to go, what are you going to pass on? What can I say? Extraordinary Centauri, is there anything you want to add to finish this? Very quickly, if you haven't been able to reach an amount or you haven't gotten a trip or bonus, there's a process. Ines said you need to tell what's happening at an emotional level when you're part of a project like this one. What's the result you have with the product, makeup, capillary hair care, hair nutrition? At least you have a sale, how it went, how did it go, how much you sold after a 30-minute facial. There's always something we can tell, and there's a result. So just by talking of a single minute, whether it's emotional, a sale, or the result of a product, or on the emotional side, what's going on. Kids, thank you very much for your participation. Cetera, congratulations, what's going on with you. You are going big time. Let me tell you that Cetera is one of the most effective recruiters Omnilife has. Congratulations. The same for Christian and Ines. What can I tell you? You had a quantum leap last year in 2020 with extraordinary checks. I remember month after month, you were breaking records in checks. You more than $55,000 in one of the peak months or more. What can I say? Congratulations. If you stay, Christian and Ines, I have a surprise for you, Cetera. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for the invitation. You have been quite an inspiration for us. Well, we have live feed. We are doing this with people who are watching the marathon. We catch them by surprise to see how they're experiencing the event. We have a very special business center in your organization. Go ahead. Stephanie, how are you doing? Hello, good afternoon here in Costa Rica. I'm very happy for being here with you, here with my whole team. Great, great, congratulations. What do you think, Christian, Inez? Anything to say? Congratulations, very good news. I'm very excited. What a pleasant surprise. We continue with success, what I see on the screen. Diamonds only in Costa Rica. Thanks, Diego, for the surprise. We are really pleased. We're very happy. I was telling you that when you grow your network, it's a big responsibility with those people who are starting, but it is a great joy. It is a privilege to see people grow, and this team you see here, Eligia, Stephanie, Luis Antonio, all the people who are part of this team, plus the thousands who are in different parts gathered. It is really a joy seeing you growing, see how you are started with that's how you see you change your cars, how you're traveling, how you're paying debts, how you're overcoming levels. This is something that when you start, you cannot measure it. But when you are there, this is one of the best things that is food for the soul. See people achieving things, fighting, coming up. That's something that cannot be explained. The emotion I feel. In 25 years, we have no people that seeing you in the air because it was because of you I lost money. It is your fault. No, people are grateful. People who have overcome things, who have left our country, who overcome challenges, showing us there are no losers, and we don't know how to thank this. Very thanks a lot for this invitation. We have a purple hat. We are fascinated. And imagine in 2017, we went to Las Vegas Extravaganzas. In 2018, we got a big check. It was the 2017 income. It was $186,000 last year. Our income was more than $525,000, and this year we will exceed this figure. Thanks, Omnilife, for everything, the board, the leaders. But Stephanie, let her talk. How much product have you taken? Tell us. How are you experiencing this? You open a business centers. It is wonderful, great, congratulations. Everybody pitched in, congratulations everyone. Thank you very much. We are here enjoying this great marathon, all this training, learning from all these wonderful people. We learn every day, and that's the best, doing the business with this big family we have created in Omnilife and Say2. Congratulations, everyone. A big hug to you. Are you going to spend 24 hours there or what? We have no problems. We'll stay here, right? Great. Okay, guys. Christian, Inez, Guadalupe, is there anything you want to say to Christian, Inez, just to wrap things up? Basically, thanks for your participation, willingness for sharing your talent, your experience, and we'll be connected. Stay connected, that we will have more feats like this. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Stephanie, in Costa Rica. Greetings. Thank you. Congratulations, kids. Okay.